Greetings, travelers to the stars. My name is Mark, and this is Tomes of Awesome. Once again, we are here with Alyssa, LaSalle, Sean, Dave, and the manly, very manly, Sue Borisovsky. We are escaping the Agency of Peace and Intelligence because it turns out that our boss is a roving psychopath. And while that usually doesn't get discovered, oh my gosh, I didn't see it coming, until about halfway through most RPG games, here we are literally only in chapter 2 or 3 of the game, and already we're fighting the good fight and trying to figure out what's real. Our boss is trying to use alien tech from an ancient, long-forgotten lab that managed to reactivate in order to create an entire army of slave drone soldiers in order to bring peace to the galaxy. Quote unquote, with air quotes. My last video I discussed how I had 20 minutes of video with storyline that crapped out, and this last video successfully did not crap out. So we are continuing to fight here. I'm going to try and finish this off with the void bullet. That did not work. Okay. Alyssa, LaSalle is glowing yellow. That means she is into hyper mode, and we are going to hit with flood for all damage. Anything done during hyper mode, as I've said before, is basically like double damage. Alright, Sue went up a level. No real new skills learned though. And we are outside. If it has not been stated before, please let it now be stated. Although I'm pretty sure I labeled one of my past episodes, "Welcome to the Center of Peace and Intelligence. We're a totally top secret facility. Don't tell anyone." I think that was literally the clickbait title of my last video. Because when you get to see the map here, our facility that doubles as a hideout for the facility of the Organization of Peace and Intelligence is not only is it the biggest building in the entire map, but there are clearly giant lights, huge smoke machines and air vents, and huge piping. Even if you accept the idea that the cover is they make vending machines and stuff like that, honestly, they might as well have giant strobe lights from surface to air shooting laser beams for neon laser writing saying, "We are a top secret facility, do not enter." It's kind of ridiculous. But what are you gonna do? Alright, under system here is the save option. One of the things I like best about this game is you can save anywhere. And also, the same menu also lets you change difficulty and things. I'm doing this on the lowest difficulty, not because I can't do it on higher difficulty, but just because in this walkthrough I want to sort of show off the strategy of the game and stuff. As I've said before, and I think I actually have to upgrade this one. Yes. Yes. Into the zone is the new one here. Alright, cool. If you can tell here, with the abilities, now that we have a full roster of 8, as you can see here, you can switch out abilities that you want from abilities that you don't want, and so on and so forth. This allows you to essentially customize your combat scheme in battle. And while many, if not all, these abilities are useful, they're not all useful all the time. It really depends entirely on what your sort of play style is. For example, Troll is funny, but honestly, it's nowhere near as effective, I think, as System Crash, which infects Rust. And if you don't know what Rust is basically like poison. Although, interestingly in this game, poison will only affect biological enemies, while Rust will only affect robotic enemies. Since Dave is known for doing electronics and all that kind of stuff, it makes sense that he would have the System Crash Rust ability. But once again, I find that a lot more useful myself personally than just enraging an enemy. Although if you enrage an enemy to attack you and the one character he's attacking has a lot of health as opposed to, you know, hitting your weaker players. That can be good, obviously, but once again, it comes down solely to what your play style is, basically. Let's see here. Yeah, I'm exactly at like 8 abilities for everybody, so there's no real customization that needs to be done yet, but eventually it will be a thing. And what is this? Oh yeah! Thank you! We never got paid for that Skybreakers job. That was literally the very first episode I uploaded. Skybreakers was being hit by hackers trying to steal blueprints. Basically, Skybreakers builds giant war machines and military-industrial complex and all that kind of thing. We will literally... I know this game well enough to know that we will literally never come back in here again. But if you show up here and you talk to her, I just received 2,500 credits because, I mean, we should still get paid for our work. And then the SAPD, I forget what that stands for, but obviously PD is Police Department. Arenu, by the way, is the name of the planet we're on. Yeah. When you're on run, because it turns out the FBI are actually insane and led by an evil maniacal overlord, going to the local police is probably not where you want to be. Okay. All of these buildings, for the record, that I'm clicking on will be able to be enterable later at some future point in an additional mission, but right now, we're going to go in here. I have a friend who sings at the local nightclub. I'm sure she'd help us out if we explain the situation to her. When you meet the heavy metal guitar rock and roll star who will indeed become an additional character for us, you're gonna love her as much as I do. Sorry about that. Alright. Got this fenced off section. Alien cat. That alien cat is a reference to Cthulhu Saves the World. I believe Paul's is the cat in question. Although the alien cat race does show up here in this game a bit more. Welcome to Gehenna's premier entirely legal weapon supply store. Today only, save 10% on cyanide capsules. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Now, if you noticed earlier, I chased one away right from the beginning. This guy will either give us money or something. That's 2, 3, and that's where we have to go. I want to get these rats first. 4. Bagmen is a term for basically assassins for hire, pretty much. I like that. Ooh, I got a trophy. Rat Pack. Just because it's smelly doesn't mean it's arsenal. Oh, I get it. It's arsenal instead of artistic like. It's arsenal. Yeah, here it is. Restores HP and taunts. One ally heals 30 HP. Honestly, it's not that good. The restore 100 HP potion is probably better. Okay, let's get the shock pad for Dave. Ooh, deal additional damage to enemies who are poisoned. And let's get this for Sean. And doesn't have the abilities that the other one does, but it is an increase in strength. So let's go ahead and equip the makeshift bow for Alyssa. And then who's this? Alright, chemist with shields. Now we already have one of the chemist shield, but Technomage. Let's take a look at this. Incinerate, drench. See, here's the problem. There's a big jump in the hackitude requirement between drench and lightning bolt. And then another one between earth and lightning. Spark-based abilities may use hackitude instead. So if your hackitude is higher than your spark, you could do additional damage. This might be good for someone, say... What's his hackitude? His hackitude is 29. Even for him, though, this is still kind of costly. I'll buy, but not equip. Alright. We'll hold on to those for later. Is there anyone else we need to talk to? Oh no, how much did he take? I don't know how much he stole, but that douchebag just stole our wallet. No, not that poison skill in hyper mode. Anything but that. I hear that. No shit. What investigation did they do, I wonder? Because literally it wasn't that hard. Yeah, he just remembered something he needs to do. For anyone who's ever played an RPG game and knows that rule about how you can't have more than 4 people in your group, coincidences. Sue has left the party. Oh, believe me, I understand that now. I'm guessing that makes you really have to go. Oh, you can already hear it on the screen. Not even looking at them, they're actually the exact same type of people, so they'd actually probably be perfect, but they're probably gonna piss each other off. I regret not specifying the species. So, in other words, this is where our hideout's gonna be. Digital Mind Slug recordings will never overtake the experience of actually being in the VR simulation of a concert. I wish there was an option to shoot him. That character is the reason why some people vote in honor of sterility. I'm just saying. And then yet again, though, if we didn't have stupid people like that in video games, the games probably wouldn't seem as realistic. Here we go. Oh. Agent Alyssa LaSalle, stand down and no one gets hurt. I can't do that. This is our new character, Lauren. Snake Strike, Opening Slash, Mesmerize, Microphone, Disable, Solo Act, and Cutting Winds. She is basically the female version of David Bowie in an RPG game, and she will beat the living crap out of her opponents using her guitar as a sword. She also doubles as an assassin with super advanced psychic knives and the like. So, this is going to be fun. Oh yeah, she's also super powerful. Start with a good dose of flood. Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna hit with the fire beam using Chan. And now, Cutting Wind. Cutting Winds. Wind attack, yeah. Hit with some more electricity. There we go. Yeah. For the record, I also love the fact that even though there weren't many, they did have a few actually vocally recorded lines there. It's kind of nice. And to be honest, that song was actually kind of catchy. Yeah, you know you're a badass musician when all the other musicians in your group are like, don't worry, we'll take on the FBI and we'll beat the crap out of them, we'll hold them back, you guys go run for it. That's when you know you have a good group of friends. Alright, let's try and fight this battle here, quick. Snake Strike, inflict poison. Blood. Yeah, because if I remember, her attack does extra damage to those who are poisoned. So that's a nice way to just kind of set things up. There we go. Okay, I'm going to stop this episode here, guys. If you like this video, please make sure to hit the like and subscribe buttons. Click the bell notification. You'll get notified when I upload new videos. I'm hoping to do that every Thursday/Friday. And I will see you guys later Bye!